Hi everyone, I'm Josephine, and today I'm going to teach you how to play a game that I think is called Dots and Boxes or something like that. But it's a game I used to play with my siblings all the time, and it's really cool because all you need to play it is a piece of paper and a writing utensil. Here we go! Before you invite someone to play with you, we need to set up the board. So pick one edge of your sheet of paper and start drawing dots in a nice row across it. They don't need to be perfectly spaced out, but try to put the amount of room I have in between mine here on your paper. Then turn the paper and do the same thing across one other side. It also doesn't matter exactly how many dots you have, because everybody's piece of paper will be a different size. Next, use those two edges to help you fill in dots on the rest of your piece of paper as nicely as you can. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. Now we're ready to play. To play the game, two players take turns drawing one line connecting two dots. This line can be horizontal, which means side to side, or vertical, which means up and down. You can put your new line in any spot that has not already been played in. Now I know I said this game can be played with only one writing utensil, but for the purpose of explaining it, I'm going to switch to two different colors here. Did you remember that I called this game Dots and Boxes? Well, the dots are just what made up our board, but the boxes involve the objective of the game. Watch this blue marker. Its one line closes off that square or box, and then it gets to color it in and claim it. So as the players take turns drawing one line, their goal is to be able to finish off a box like that. It doesn't matter what color the other lines of the box were. If you draw the fourth line, you get to color that box in. There's only one other rule. Anytime your line finishes a box, you get to draw one more line. This means you could finish many boxes in one turn. I sped up the game a little bit here so you didn't have to see me taking every single turn, but you can see how colorful the board is getting. Also, the game gets more fun at the end because sometimes you get to fill a lot of squares in one turn. Before we talk about winning the game, I wanted to jump back into options if you only have one writing utensil. So I just made a tiny sample of a board to show some examples. One idea is that the players, instead of coloring in the boxes with different colors, could use their first initials like I did here. My name starts with a J and maybe yours starts with an S. Or you could pick two different symbols, like an X and a dot. The final step of the game is figuring out who won. It's an interesting game because you don't know right when you finish the game if you got more boxes than your opponent, so you'll have to stop and count them. Usually each person counts their own boxes, but if the score is really close, you might want to count each other's too, just to make sure. I hope you had fun playing. See you next time.